fix your credit. Well, it's time for you to fix your credit. It's time for you to get your life in order. It's time for you to handle your business. And this is where you are going to start. Let's get into it. So, right now in this day and time, credit is very important. You can't do a whole lot without having good credit. So, hopefully you have made up in your mind that it is time now for you to fix your credit. Let's get started. In order to fix your credit, the first thing that you are going to have to do, you're going to have to pull all three of your credit reports. So, in order to do that, you are going to go to a website that is called annualcreditreport.com. Okay? That is the only website you are going to use for your current credit report. Do not go to all these other little websites. Go to annualcreditreport.com. That is the only website you are going to use. I know nowadays everybody has a Credit Karma account, which is great. That is great so that you can stay up to date with, what you got going on a daily basis. But if you truly want an accurate credit report, you want to go to annualcreditreport.com. Pull all three of your credit reports from all three credit bureaus you have: TransUnion, Equifax, and Experience. Make sure you get all three of your credit reports. Now, the next thing you're going to do is look over your credit report. Look over it thoroughly, okay? Make sure all information pertaining to you is accurate. So, with that being said, most of us do have old addresses and old phone numbers and alias names on your credit report. Therefore, you are going to have to contact the credit bureau and have those deleted. And I'll tell you why in a minute. So, once you have noticed all the information that is not current, which pertains to you, any information that is not current, you're going to make a list of it. Once you've made a list, now it's time to prepare a letter. You're going to prepare a letter stating to each credit bureau, look, this is my current address. This is where I live. This is my name. This is my current phone number. Make sure in that letter you only include your current information. Also in that letter, you are going to list all of the old phone numbers and old information that you want deleted off of your credit report. You have to update it. You have to update all of your information before you do anything. Make sure you do this step first. Update everything. Have them delete all of that old information. Now, once you have written a letter asking them to delete all of this old information that does not pertain to you, you're going to get a copy of your driver's license and a utility bill. Both of them are going to have your current address on them. Make sure the utility bill that you send and the driver's license that you send have your current address, because this is proof that this is where you live, and all of those other addresses do not pertain to you. If your driver's license does not have your current address on it, don't send it. Find you something else. At that point, you might want to even send 3 utility bills: lights, phone, and water. Make sure you send 2 or 3 utility bills proving that this is where you live, and everything else does not matter and it must be deleted. Now, once you have written all 3 of your letters, and listen, make sure you write your letters, because if you use templates, the credit bureau pretty much know that this is not your letter and you did not write it. They pretty much know. So make sure you write your letter. And that way they know this person is serious about fixing what the problem is. So type it up. Type up your letter and make sure you have 3 of them, because you're gonna want to send all 3 of them. You do not have to sign your letter. Okay? Just include all of your current information and everything that you want deleted. Now, once you have done that, what you're going to do is you're going to send those letters off with all of the correct information on them, but you're going to do it certified mail. Send them certified mail. At that point, once you have sent those letters certified mail, you're going to wait. You are going to wait for the response. Hopefully, you won't have to do this again. Sometimes when it comes to the credit bureau, you have to send the letter, a couple times. But hopefully you won't have to do this again and again and again. It should only take one time for you to update all of your current information. So with that being said, the reason why I'm telling you to update all of your current information is because it makes no sense for you to try to dispute all of these accounts, to dispute things, credit cards, old electric bills, things that have nothing to do with you, fraudulent bills, anything like that. It doesn't make sense for you to try to dispute this stuff when clearly you've lived here. Clearly, the collectors have proof. And they will use just the address that this is proof that this is you. So you want to go in and update all of your information first before you dispute anything on your credit report. Now, this is just my opinion. This is just what I'm telling you. This is the method that I know that works and that worked for me. Go in and update all of that information, okay? Before you dispute anything, before you send out your first dispute letter, update your information. In 30 days, they're gonna contact you by mail. When you get that letter, what you need to already be ready for is to start the disputing process. You want to keep the window in within the 30 and the 35th day, because once you get out of that bracket of days and you start sending letters out 60 days, 45 days, you pretty much have to start the whole process over. So you want to keep it in the frame of 30 to 35 days. Make sure once you get your letter, you start disputing everything on your credit. Write your own letters. If you are going to use templates, my advice to you would be read over the template, get some ideas, and write your own letter. Type up your own letter. Okay? Don't just take a template and send the exact same template in, because 1,500 people have already done that. And it's probably going to make your process a little bit longer. So that's my suggestion as far as you fixing your credit to start out with. Update all of your personal information. Make sure you go on annualcreditreport.com to get all of your current credit reports. And like I said before, it is free. So start there, updating all of your personal information. Anything that does not pertain to you, this is not me. This is not where I live. This is my current address. This is my name. This is my current phone number. Send in your proof. Make sure you do this before you send out one dispute letter. Some people might tell you different. Some people might do it. They might try to dispute the addresses and the accounts all in the same day. That's not the way I would do it. That's not the way I have done it. So I'm just telling you what has worked for me. Get all of that old information off of your credit report before you start to send dispute letters. Okay, so that is just my take on that, just to get you started. Be diligent, be consistent, stay the course. Do not get distracted. Do not get weary, because right now you need your credit and you need it fixed, and you need it fixed as soon as possible. Take the journey. Fix your credit. Y'all have a blessed day. And if you are not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. I gotta get out of here. So y'all have a blessed day, and I will see y'all later. Bye.